And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. That one complete. It's tanked down. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Stroud on 3rd down now. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. 4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. That's for the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Texans first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short.
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's got room to roam. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Pierce. Is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. He's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Rodgers now off the play fake. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
An audible here to get a new look. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Ball again on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll go again with Hall. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On play action. Now Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run with Hall. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. One more time with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Open man is Noah Brown. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On first down, right back to Hall. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Hall again. There he goes, left side. Now inside the 25. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. 154 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Straight ahead is Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially.
Didn't he,
So
like
a
a dumb
net gain of
bastard
1
bitch
there.
boy. Like you shit the bed.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown into a sea of defenders and intercepted inside the 20? And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems
was better than
continuing
yours,
here in the
dude.
second half, and the defense now
Looked a lot
sitting pretty
cooler.
comfortably
Your
as a
pick
result
6,
of
I
that
could have
pick
just shit the
6.
bed into a
That's
really
great
bad pass.
observation too, Brandon, because
And you,
they
on the
did
other
make
hand, kind of
adjustments
shit in your
at
own
halftime.
mouth.
But
Like
how
Tub
about this other
Girl.
group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5. Singletary again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Stroud looking to change the play. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. And now an audible here into something else. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use
Cannabis, you dumb cunt. You're not even good at the Madden game, are you dumb bitch? Fuck it, Madden Cannabis 713. Go shit a bed, boy.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came